finally, we're going to get to our last topic of the day. And this is a big one for me. This is me going, yay, finally. Like, I so want this to happen. I think this needs to happen. I think a lot of my viewers believe that this needs to happen. But Amazon is about to face the UA antitrust charges. The European Union has been doing a 2-year investigation on Amazon, and it seems like they believe that there's enough to charge them with antitrust. So, the source was the Wall Street Journal, and the paper, citing people familiar with the matter, reported that the charges stem from the tech stock's behavior toward third-party sellers in Europe. The EU is expected to allege Amazon used data from merchants on its platform to launch similar products under its private label brand. The European Commission's charges against one of the world's largest e-commerce companies could happen in the next 2 weeks, capping a 2-year investigation into Amazon's business practices. For weeks, Amazon has been facing allegations it's harming sellers on its platform after a Wall Street Journal expose revealed that some Amazon employees had used data from independent sellers to determine pricing on Amazon's own competing products, which features to copy and whether Amazon should enter a product category. Amazon has launched an internal investigation based on the Wall Street Journal's reporting. Well, there's no need to launch an internal investigation. You know you did it. What you're really doing is you're looking, it's like, okay, how much of this can we, plausibly deny? That's what you're doing. Anyway, the company had previously testified before Congress that it doesn't use data on individual merchants, but relies instead on aggregated data from third-party sellers, which I would, by the way, argue isn't that much different. I don't believe it's that much different. But Senator Josh Hawley, a Republican from Missouri and a long-term critic of big tech, in late April asked the U.S. Department of Justice to launch a criminal investigation into Amazon over its treatment of third-party sellers. Hawley, I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry, wants the DOJ to investigate it for antitrust violations and to impose criminal penalties on companies that exhibit monopolistic behaviors. Now, what they're saying is they have found proof that Amazon looks at the third-party sellers and their merchandise. And stuff that's selling, Amazon has their own brand of merchandise. So they see what's selling third-party, they make a note of it, they make their own version of that product, put it up, they sell it for cheaper, obviously, and then, of course, without their algorithm, they push that product as opposed to this third-party seller. That's what this is reporting. Now, I have never covered that. It would not surprise me if they do that. One thing that I know they do, because I have verified this and I have done research, is that even if they weren't making their own products, when Amazon has third-party sellers, they're getting data results. And if they see certain items are selling particularly well, one of the things you have to do when you sign up for Amazon is you typically have to give them information about your suppliers. For certain categories, you can't sell unless you provide them with who your suppliers are. I don't think that's right, by the way, but they do it. So the sellers give them the buyer information, where they get their supplies. And then Amazon watches them, and they see certain items are constantly selling very well. So what happens? They go to that third-party seller supplier, they offer to buy yay amount, they get a huge discount, and then they start pushing the product themselves, and they cut the third party out of the deal. So basically, the third party seller told Amazon what is selling and how much it's selling for, so Amazon knows what to buy, where to buy it from, and they can sell it at a cheaper price. That, to me, is totally violating antitrust laws. And we know they do it. It's documented that they do it. So it would not surprise me, though, that this other thing happens. Just keep in mind, basic things like batteries, pens, staplers, whiteout, Amazon makes all of this. So if you go to, in fact, actually, no, I'm not going to go there because it displays our zip code. But do this at home. In fact, if you're doing this live, you can even do this on your laptop if you're watching it on the computer or something. Go to Amazon.com and type in batteries. look to see what comes up first. It's the Amazon branded batteries. Duracell, Energizer, the stuff that you normally buy, that's pushed way down because Amazon wants you to buy their product first. And here's the thing, take it a step further. What if you put one of your competitors' products? What if you put the Duracell batteries in your cart? In many cases, Amazon will say, hey, do you want the Amazon Basics batteries? You'll save this much money, which will encourage you to put that product into your cart and remove the Duracell batteries. Amazon does stuff like this all the time. And I'm glad that finally we're really looking at it and seeing the scope of the problem. This could be the first of many dominoes falling. If the EU actually sues Amazon and takes them to court and some things are come to light, that might push other countries to also push for antitrust concerns. France would probably be next because France hates Amazon. And at some point, we would end up taking Amazon to trial. So I think this is a very good thing. I'm personally excited to see where this goes. But what about you? Do you think Amazon has broke antitrust laws by doing what they are accused of doing? Do you think it's true? Do you think it's not true? Will you still buy from Amazon even knowing this? I'd love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. And as always, flame responsibly.